Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with the hot tag. It's America's favorite agent, AJ Pan, along with Uncle Steven. Uncle Steven, great to be back with you.
I'm always a pleasure to be seated next to you. I'm very happy to be here. I was just tuning in for the mixer, and I just filmed the mixer, episode 6. So I'm excited to be here. Let's get in.
Yes, for all you MMA fans, if you haven't yet, check that out. We're going to be trying something new for you fans, so if you like it or you don't like it, let us know on our Facebook page or on the YouTube channel where you'll be watching this. We're going to break it down. We're going to hot topics in wrestling this time. So if you're fans of like ESPN's, pardon the interruption, this is kind of the style we're going to do it in.
Absolutely. I'm excited for the new format. Typically, we just spend all of our allotted time on one subject. We're going to be covering tons of subjects. I like it.
So let's kick it off with, of course, the big one, WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment. A lot of stuff going on, coming off the heels of Payback. Biggest news, though, I would have to say, well, there's two coming off Monday, but let's go with the Seth Rollins turn that everybody's been talking about.
Yeah, wow. You know what? I got to say, in terms of the way that had happened, of their careers, that made the most sense. I think of the three guys, Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns could definitely stand on their own. Not that Seth can't, but it definitely puts Seth in a position where he can definitely shine a lot more as opposed to him just being another member of the Shield. It put him in a spot that a lot of people didn't expect. I thought it was very genius to see him align himself with Triple H, and it's going to be great to see them against. I like the dynamic between Triple H, Seth Rollins versus Ambrose and Roman Reigns, so I like it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Rollins, nothing against him, but he was the one I was most worried about.
Right.
When the split, everybody was, nudging towards was going to happen. Ambrose, he keeps getting more phenomenal each week. I love he loves. Yeah, if you haven't seen his Happy, somebody made a mashup of Happy. It's a bunch of his clips, hysterical.
Watch it.
But yeah, his mannerisms, his promo, he's so unique that there's no way he cannot be a future star. And Roman Reigns, he's the goal. Like Rollins said, that's the shoot. He's the golden boy. They love him, and he's going to be the next breakout star.
Enough said.
But Rollins, they're going in a good direction. I wouldn't, hopefully it goes well. I would not have split them up because I felt like they had a new lease on life since turning face recently. I think that could have been a spot in Evolution for maybe one of the former mid-carders or one of the mid-carders who could have joined and benefited from that. So like a Ziggler that everybody would love to see get a spot, Miz, guys like that. But so far, so good. I didn't like the first episode of SmackDown. He was still in Shield gear, but they made up for it. He has a cool new theme, Count the Suit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll watch your product.
I know. I've been slacking, guys. I've been watching too of that MMA stuff.
But yeah, he came out with a suit. He was leading the Wyatts when they beat down the Shield. So far, so good. Small baby steps as long as he does not become second banana to like Randy Orton and Triple H.
And no one wants to be a second banana.
No.
Anyways.
Yeah. Also coming out of Monday Night Raw, Daniel Bryan finally was forced to vacate the WWE Championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, excuse me. The doctor was on the air saying he will not be ready in time for Money in the Bank. Yes, Triple H and Stephanie stripped him of the title. The title will now be on the line in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
That's cool.
It is, but it's not Money in the Bank because they're not. That's what match they're gonna have. They're not gonna have,
contract.
Yeah, hopefully, if you just want to take this idea, please, if you want, that match is to happen at WrestleMania. Moving into SummerSlam.
That'd be cool.
Have an extra one so that
tune into SummerSlam. I like that.
Yeah, give us a Money in the Bank match. Or have one of your upper tier or mid carders, get that shine and get to carry the cool briefcase.
No, I would like that. Who would you like to see take that?
I said it online. I would actually like to see like a NXT-ish style Money in the Bank match. Some of the guys who have progressed on there.
Oh, you did say that.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a good idea.
Yeah, so maybe like guys like Adrian Neville, Sami Zayn,
Tyler Breeze. The most gorgeous. Well, he says. I respect it.
He's a good-looking guy. Maybe some of the WWE guys who just came up from NXT, like Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas, one of my favorites. I was a Bo-lever, even when he was just Bo Dallas. And I mean Bo Dallas against Bad News Barrett, who was just standard Wade Barrett before. But in any case, Bo-leave. I love it.
And Adam Rose, of course. I wouldn't mind seeing him because it's party time all the time.
Don't be a lemon. Be a rosebud. I love it. And for the record, we'll be jumping this later, but That's one of the reasons why I love NXT. That exchange that just happened is one of the reasons why I love NXT.
That NXT Takeover special was fantastic.
Oh, we're jumping in.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, we'll get right into that.
Okay, that's fine.
It goes into Payback. We watched that before Payback.
That is true, and it was better.
I think it blew it away.
Yeah.
Everything from the production, the matches, the way they presented the talents was just phenomenal. Women's match alone.
Perfect. Wow.
The match was insane. The video packages. I wish WWE would do that.
Easily. I got to give a huge, not only kudos to the production team, as you're alluding to there, and Natty and Charlotte. No, I got it. I remember. I wasn't letting that one go. Charlotte's sexy. But in any case, I missed the boss, Sasha Banks. But Charlotte and Natty went... at least the match was considerably long, and women's matches, admittedly, are things I don't like to tune into. Aside from the fact that it looks, very sexy, but you don't watch a women's match for talent. You watch a women's match because they look good. This match, on the other hand, blew. I know I just spoke like a typical casual wrestling fan, but I'll be honest. I keep it real. But that match made some male workers look bad. That match was phenomenal. The whole show Takeover was unbelievably done. I was very impressed. It was, honestly, indie companies can take a look at this and honestly mirror. The show was about, I'd say, 2 hours. It was about 6 to 7 matches. There was a squash match to promote Rusev. Oh, unfortunately, over Mojo Rawley. I don't get hype. I stay hype. I love that.
He didn't stay that hype.
He didn't stay that hype. But in any case, they got to showcase guys like Adam Rose. We saw Neville against Tyson Kidd, which was a phenomenal match. Another fantastic match with Sami Zayn, Tyler Breeze. I could have seen that match all night. And then, of course, the aforementioned women's match. That show, top to bottom, kicked butt and made Payback look bad.
It did, and I don't want to co-sign on his statement about the women. It's the way it's presented. There are, admittedly, there are a ton of great women athletes out there, presented the right way. You love it.
It sounds so sexist.
The way it came up, I wanted.
You jerk.
Those are
the
views of Uncle Steve and not of AJ Pan. I actually love women's wrestling when presented in the right light. The E has tons of great workers, and they like Paige is doing good and she's improving every week. Alicia Fox has been doing amazing lately.
I love Alicia. I always thought she was so underrated. Don't get me wrong, when she first debuted, she wasn't the best, but she definitely, once she started mirroring Booker T's moveset, she got a lot better.
And her interactions. Even last night, she lost again to Paige. She went nuts. She came out with Oksana. They have a little relationship, but she was smacking her after the match, dumped her, and then she was apologizing. It was just so amazing. You have to go out of your way to watch it. It was fantastic.
I know they tuned in, so that's what matters.
Yes.
So you guys are doing a better job than I am.
Yeah, you got to do your homework. Any other WWE topics before we move on? Did you want to hit on?
Honestly, like I said, I love WWE Network. Actually, one of the main reasons why I think everyone should, I'm not selling it, I don't work for WWE, but I would like to. However, WWE Network kicks butt, and I would highly recommend it considering a lot of other digital networks pale in comparison, UFC Fight Pass, pale in comparison at not only the value, but the terms of content that they give you. Legends House is outrageously funny. I love NXT. Honestly, it was so great. That show used to be restricted to WWE.com, and honestly, no one watched it, but now these guys have a platform to not only strut their stuff, but a lot of up-and-comers that you will get to see, like Kalisto, aka Samurai Del Sol. Awesome. I can't wait to see him. There's guys like Sami Callihan, Bull Dempsey. A lot of great up-and-comers that you'll see on the network and then transition into the WWE. I love the way they're doing it. The characters, as that exchange we just had, what I was mentioning before, don't be a lemon, be a rosebud. I love the emphasis on character.
It is, yeah. It's a tremendous. Not even as you alluded to earlier, just indies, but the WWE could have even learned from that. I don't know.
Yeah, not to knock indies.
Yeah, they should bring some of those writers up to the main roster, because I would watch 5 hours of that.
Yeah, that package of even having Bret Hart and Flair in attendance, perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. So now we'll move on to TNA, which they have a big.
Fortunately.
They present their Slammiversary this week, and it's their 12th year in existence.
Yes.
They've lasted.
Defying many odds and proving many doubters wrong. Kudos to those guys.
Yeah, it's all because of the workers. The writing is you all say
I'll be flat out.
I am the biggest TNA fan. I want to get behind it, but the booking lady's been horrible. But the
Ugh.
workers try hard.
They do, and it's so I can't even see how some of them can even get motivated for what they're served, and I can't even believe they're gonna have Slammiversary without AJ Styles. It just doesn't. It feels weird. But the product itself is. I don't even know how they draw the viewers. Still, I don't.
I mean, since I mentioned AJ Styles, I appreciate the fact that this year's main event is going to be Eric Young, who has been with the company almost since day one, defending the TNA World Heavyweight Championship against Montel Vontavious Porter, MVP, and the worst heel turn in recent memory.
Awful. There was literally talk about 0% buildup, and I will say this. Very much enjoyed MVP's run in TNA. I thought it was great. I like his heel stuff, but his run, what he was doing against Dixie, was fantastic. Not only did they inexplicably turn him heel for reasons unknown, there was no reason to do it.
Yeah, none at all. It made no sense, and they gave him his own evolution, which is, it's just horribly done. And some of last week or 2 weeks ago angles, it copied the E's, like right identical with the guest ring announcer, the guest timekeeper. Yeah, I mean, no offense to Kenny King, Bobby Lashley. I love Bobby. I'm a big fan of Bobby Lashley.
He's great.
Great guy, and yeah, tremendous athlete. But yeah, just the way MVP was a breath of fresh air to TNA, and to get the bad taste out of the mouth of the Hogan Bischoff regime.
Yes.
MVP and Dixie was great television. I liked him, and he comes off not as your typical wrestler, like let's say when Bully Ray comes out, who is a great entertainer. He comes out with his, but he talks like a wrestler.
Right.
MVP comes off as a person. I mean, as a not
He
as a person,
seems like
but he comes off so
a
charismatic,
company man, if you will. He
comes-
seems like he can wear the suit.
Yeah, and he's just naturally charismatic.
Right.
So yeah, I didn't like that, but it'll be a fun match either way. MVP can hang. Eric Young is a
I was
fantastic.
gonna say Eric Young. I've had the privilege of being in the ring with him. You have as well. Eric Young has always been a stud in the ring, and I know that him and MVP are gonna have a fantastic match. It was weird that in the weeks prior they actually had that match on TNA, but. And then now they have it as the main event. I just think the lack of build-up and the fact that they just made it come out of nowhere. I know they're trying to build Eric as this out-of-nowhere champion. Something like this doesn't really do much for him in terms of not working MVP, but I mean the way it was built, the storyline. So I think the payoff is going to be not as good as they want it to be. And I honestly think, and this is funny, I think it's a Viacom doing that. Fellow promotion, Bellator. I think Bellator and TNA seem to have these weird nuances that we've picked up on, where their products happen to look like competitor products, where I'm nonchalantly flicking through their channels and I may notice that it may resemble the other opponent's product. So I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but the rest of Slammiversary should hopefully be good as well.
Yes, well, you have the continuation of the Bully Ray angle. He'll be facing EC3 in a tables match.
I like EC3.
Yeah, he's a tremendous talent. He's one of the people who benefited from actually leaving WWE and coming to TNA. Tremendous former Derek Bateman.
I was saying Derek Bateman.
Yeah, and he's done well. Angelina Love defends the TNA Knockouts Championship against Gail Kim.
Wow. I mean, it'll be great. It'll be solid. It's just the women's division used to be so good. What happened? Where's Boom?
We have also the Tennessee Cowboy, James Storm, which we both hate that they changed his theme.
Sorry about your...
And now it's sorry, not sorry.
Which is still catchy.
They stole that from Awkward, I think. That's where I heard that. But anyway, he faces Mr. Anderson.
I wonder if he's going to be, ooh, Sean sipping.
He might be. I don't know.
And Johnny Cash listening.
Maybe because it's Slammiversary, he might be. But
Possible.
you're one of our in our studio audience today, the favorite Willow will be facing Magnus with Bram in his corner.
Magnus.
And also in the corner of Willow is Abyss.
Really?
Yes.
That's what they've been doing?
That is.
Jeez. I'm kind of glad I haven't tuned in, but
I love Willow. I love just the fact with the umbrella. He has high spots with umbrellas. That's hysterical.
I love Jeff Hardy. I think Jeff Hardy, I had the privilege of meeting him. He's one of the best workers in the world, honestly. I've always been a fan of his. And the whole Willow thing is just, it's making me, I don't know what to think anymore. But in any case, it'll be cool to see Jeff again. And we can even call him Wisp. Like, they mentioned Jeff Hardy's name like 10,000 times. Jeff Hardy's alter ego. Just call him Jeff Hardy.
But it's his alter ego. It's Willow.
It's annoying.
It's
But anyways.
great. The main event's going to be, even though the storyline itself is horrible, I'm looking forward to EY and MVP.
And that will be this Sunday.
Yes,
So,
and what's any match you're looking forward to?
on that show?
Yes.
Oh.
You want to go past Test Slammer first?
Yeah. No, you know what? I think we're going to go with, I can't wait to see Jeff Hardy in action, so.
Okay, that'll be fun. Now we're going to do a quick indie spotlight.
Yes.
There's been a ton of great events. Actually, Ring of Honor is making their debut on pay-per-view, coming out soon.
nice.
Best in the World is coming up in about 2 weeks. They have a main event of Adam Cole defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Unbreakable Mike Elgin. Also, the Briscoes will face a really fun team, Matt Hardy and Epic Mike Bennett now, or the Prodigy Mike Bennett? He's with a couple, and self-admitted I don't follow Ring of Honor as much as I should, but I'm familiar with the product.
And
that should be a really fun match.
That should be fun. And kudos to ROH. They built a lot of superstars that you end up seeing come into NXT. A lot of those guys are being built in ROH, so kudos to those guys.
Yes. You have Redragon facing recently off their TNA release, Bad Influence, make their debut.
Whatever the hell they do.
Have some appletinis ready.
But anyways.
Jay Lee, I do. I'm a big Bad Influence fan. TV title on the line. Jay Lethal faces Matt Taven. Taven, I'm a huge fan of, and Jay Lethal, always phenomenal. His matches are insane. Roderick Strong against Cedric Alexander. Should be a really fun show. I'm looking for. I'm going to check it out. It should be fun.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully we'll be able to have our information showing ROH. Check it out. Always great to see. Like I said, there's a stomping ground for these guys, and then a lot of proven athletes, a lot of guys that came from other companies like TNA, back on the scene, making their run again. So it's good to see these guys in action.
I'm looking forward to Lethal Taven. I've said it for a while now. Taven's my guy to watch. He's picking up steam each and every time. Seen him in FWE and other promotions. He's doing well. And the Briscoes, Hardy and Bennett should be really fun. That's actually a good team, Matt Hardy and Mike Bennett. They'll gel really well together with, of course, the First Lady of Ring of Honor, Maria Kanellis.
Yes, I love Maria. I think that's been pretty obvious, though.
We have House of Hardcore. They're running their 6th show coming up in California next weekend. Tommy, there's apparently a rematch from FWE No Limits of 2 years ago. Tommy Dreamer faces Matt Hardy and Carlito.
Wow, that match sounds familiar.
It does. It was a fun match, so it'll hopefully be fun for Tommy's promotion as well. But this is a match I wish we could have, and hopefully if FWE returns, we will see it. The Young Bucks against Bad Influence. That is a hell of a match on paper, and I'm sure it'll blow the fans away.
Super kick party.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah, I'll just throw them up.
Yes, right?
Lance Storm against Mike Bennett. They faced in Ring of Honor, so that'll be a fun match. Lance Storm's still phenomenal shape.
Yeah, but as we are seeing, there's going to be a lot of awesome cards, guys. Between WWE, TNA, the indie scene, we have a lot of wrestling action going on. Definitely tune in. I will be tuning in because I have to brush up on it. I've been slacking. But in any case, I like the new format.
It's fun. We'll see how everybody takes to it. I want to say it too. Another show, FTW's coming up this weekend. If you're in the Long Island area, Mick Foley's Own will be appearing on the show. So you don't know what'll happen. We have the new World Heavyweight Champion, Earl Cooter, the Southern Stud, will be defending against AR Fox. That should be fun.
Yes.
I stood in the corner with Cooter one time against Timac, so
nice.
I'm behind. I'm Team Cooter.
Very true.
We have Grim Reaper defending the Gen X Championship against Justin Toxic.
Very cool.
Wes Draven against your favorite.
Mascara Social.
Yes, I can't pronounce that. I'm very Italian.
Si,
So, Candy Cartwright versus Tina San Antonio, which will be a fun match. And you know what? The crew will be there. We don't have opponents. Tag teams are scared of us. So, we have an open challenge. Whoever wants to face us, be myself, in the corner with the lovely Nicoletta, the rock star. We added a new member, Bobby Blue Jay, but now with us, Bobby Black Jay. So, we do it on the Freebirds rules. Damian Darling might show up and take the play. Who knows what team you'll find. But we have open challenge. Looking forward to that show.
I am too. I might be there. You might see me there in the ring. Who knows? Maybe.
You gotta hold me back from
I know.
Smiley.
You might see me in action. You'll see this man in action. But in any case, as always, I love seeing wrestling. I love watching MMA. It's good stuff. I enjoyed the talk.
This was fun. Fans, again, let us know. Leave us a comment on our Facebook page or on the YouTube if you liked it. If not, we'll go back to the old format on the pay-per-views and give you special editions. Again, check out The Mixer with Steve Dumeng. It's a fellow 1495 show. And check out 1495 Sports itself. Great content. Follow me on Twitter at AJPan_PC. And hopefully we'll see you at the matches and we'll see you on the next time.